Yo, whoa, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Clock Sports, man. As you know, man, the Lakers are not playing good right now, as you know. It's always the media is steady lying to y'all, telling you like it's Russell Westbrook fault. It's not Russell Westbrook fault. I don't believe it's Russell Westbrook fault. The Lakers has been bad. They were bad last year with the old guys. They were bad the year before that. So it's like to me, some of the problem the Lakers is bad. I feel like LeBron played a part of it. I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna tell you guys why. So when they won the championship 2020, the team was perfectly for them too. AD and LeBron. I believe AD should have won the MVP because he was dropping big numbers that I have never seen. But they give it to LeBron. It's all fine and dandy. The team they had in 2020 with JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, AD, all three of them used to be killing the board. Them three used to kill the board. I mean, having offensive rebound, defensive rebound. They tricked the whole team. They tricked the whole team. The next year, they won the championship in 2020. The following offseason, instead of kept the same team, I think if it's not broken, why fix? If it's not broken, why go fix it? But in fact, LeBron fashion, every time he won a championship, he always got to tweak the roster. Always had to tweak the roster. I didn't think the roster needed to be tweaked. Nothing. All they had to do is kept the same big guys, and they would have been in there. But they decided to tweak the roster. They let Dwight Howard go. They let JaVale go. They let couple other players go. And then they make the plan, and then they lose. Instead of get the guys that lost to come back so they can go for a championship, they decided to trade the whole team that won the championship to go after Russell Westbrook. Yesterday, I make a lot of videos. Yesterday, I upload a lot of videos about Russell Westbrook. And I was defending Russ because I felt like he need to be defended because of they putting the whole meal on Russ, and I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they put the whole meal on Russ. But part of Russell Westbrook getting crucified in the media, it's his fault. That's his fault. Let me just tell you something. If I live around your neighborhood, right? This girl, everybody you see she date, everybody that she been in a relationship with, from Dennis to Joe to Shaquille to Kenny, she cheated on all of them. She always ready to open her leg to anybody that say hi to her. Even though she's in a relationship, she always ready to open her legs to anybody. If I went on and date this girl and then bring her to my house, meaning she live with me, I shouldn't be surprised if she cheat on me. Because I should know from Kenny to Shaquille to from Kenny to Shaquille, Joe, all them guys that she was with before she was being a hoe. So it shouldn't surprise me she's doing hoe stuff. What I'm trying to say is this. Russell Westbrook should know by now that when you play with LeBron, if you're the third option, you're going to get the blame. We saw it happen with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh used to get killed in the media. Even though Chris Bosh was a 24-10 before he started playing with LeBron, he used to get killed. Kevin Love, a double-double machine. Kevin Love used to get killed once LeBron came back to Cleveland. Killed. When Kyrie left in 2017, all the blame went from Kevin Love to J.R. Smith. So you should know there's certain expectation when you play with this man, and certain blame will go to you. All I had to do, if I was Russ, is looking at LeBron tenure. Every big three they ain't been part of, there's always a guy that get blamed. Why would I go play with LeBron? If I was Russ, I would have never go leave my team and go play with LeBron. But the truth about Russ is this. The owner of DC, of the Wizard, was very furious with Russ. He was going to extend Russ. Russ leave money on the table to go play with LeBron. Russ was going to get $200 million for 4 years. So that's $50 million a season. He was going to extend Russ' contract to $200 million for 4 years. Now, Russ is not going to get that. That $200 million, he can forget about that. Hell, I don't even think he's going to get a $50 million after this. I honestly think this might be his last year in the league. This might be his last year. You were perfect. If you look at Russ, everywhere he goes, from DC to OKC, those two franchises was moving hell and back for him. OKC did that fat contract that he owned right now. It's Sam Pressly. He's the one who gave him that contract. DC, the Wizard, was gonna give him another big contract. When he went to management and he begged management for a trade. He begged management for a trade. When he didn't have to. Washington wasn't even thinking about trading him. Because prior to that, Washington was not even in the playoff. He took them to the playoff. The first half when he was playing with the DC, he didn't play good. But the second half he picked it up. He took them to the playoff. But unfortunately, they were playing Philadelphia, and then they got beat. But what I'm trying to say is, long story short, short story long is, Russell Westbrook is the reason why he ended this hot fire. You know? Like, you should know by now. You've been playing in this league how long? You should know by now. When you play with LeBron, you're going to get blamed. If you win, he get all the glory. He get all the praise. If you lose, you get the blame. That's how it always goes. Ask Kevin Love. Ask Chris Bosh. Ask D. Wade. Ask Kyrie. Ask J.R. Smith. So when you play with this guy, you win. If you win, he get all the praises. You lose, you get all the blame alone. Nobody else. And also, LeBron played a part of this because he don't want to ask management to trade the rest of the roster to get Russ. Because prior to that, they were thinking about getting either Buddy Hield or DeMar DeRozan. Between them two, they were thinking about getting those guys and kept the same roster. That's what the Lakers was going to do. They was going to add. LeBron make them subtract and grab one player. So the blame it's plenty blame to go around. That's all I'm trying to say. It's plenty blame to go around.
From brand new Studio J here in Atlanta.
Yep, brand new studio.
It's inside the NBA presented by Kia. Bernie Johnson.
Brand new studio.
Charles Parker.
Same crappy Lakers.
Andy the Jet Smith. And trying not to laugh as you feel O'Neal. Thanks for staying up, everybody. It is, I got 12:39 here on the East Coast. Chuckster, you were wondering what time it is.
12:39?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, you know, it's okay with you.
Good. Listen, the Lakers sucked yesterday, they suck again today.
Let's take a look at the highlights, shall we, of the crosstown battle between the Lakers and the Clippers.
Wow.
Yeah, they both play in Los Angeles.
Hey, LeBron, great, man.
How good was it to see Kawhi Leonard and John Wall both back in?
Yes, man. It wasn't great for the Lakers then.
Anthony Davis from Russell Westbrook. Tie game early. John Wall comes off the bench.
Oh, he was tough tonight. He looked like it was summertime.
Well, the Lakers got some summer league players.
Now Wall. Norman Powell. Chuck, you're unbelievable.
Yeah, wait.
Low key. Hey man, Charles Barkley, man, is cooking the Lakers, man. That's crazy. He is frying, boiling, baking, and barbecuing. Charles, man, you better chill, man.
You're unbelievable.
Forgot we were here to tell the truth.
Then Kawhi Leonard comes on in the second quarter with about 6:25 to play and immediately hits his first. Gets where he wants to be, knocks it on down another one.
Doing that for many years. Give me some, Russ.
Had a 16-point lead, but
Russ offensively was bad last night too, and you know I believe his stat was he took 11 shots, he break all 11. You know, it was 0 for 11. So, I mean, out of 11, he break all 11 shots. You know, 6 from the three-point line. And, you know, you're not even a marksman like that, and then you keep shooting. That's not good. That's not good. And, listen, Russ going to get cooked, which he deserves to get cooked. Like I said before I started this video, I said he deserved all that coming to him. Because you should have known playing with LeBron what is it required. It required this. You win, he get the praise. You lose, you get the blame. You the problem, not him. So you should have known that by now, before you take your ass over there. Before you even take your ass over there, you should have known. You should have seen it. Like, I don't understand this. If like I said in the story that I told you guys, if you were dating a girl, you seen her past 3 or 4 relationship, she cheated on all 4 of the guys. Once you decided to make her a housewife, don't expect her to be a housewife. She gonna cheat on you. She gonna cheat on you too. So once you see her did it for the 3 or 4th relationship, you should know then should be a quick, and leave that girl alone. There shouldn't be nobody to be serious with. That's the same thing with LeBron. Once you see it happen in Miami, You seen it happen in Cleveland. You seen it happen in LA before you got there. Why in the hell you take your monkey ass over there, Russ? Some of these blame, you deserve them. And you played bad yesterday, and then you turn around and say you played solid. No, you're on your own, bro. You're on your own, because I can't really defend a delusional fool. One thing I'm not going to do in this channel, defending a delusional fool. No. No, you play like, offensively, you play like trash. Defensively, you play good. The other night when you played Golden State, you have your best field goal percentage. You were 58% from the field. So, I don't know what happened. Maybe you were nervous. I don't know if you were nervous or anything like that. But this is what I know. They're going to blame you for this loss. You're going to crucify you on the media because not only you should have went out and said, you know what, maybe I should have played better. You went out and said, you played solid. No, you did not, Russ. You take 11 shots, you break all of them. I didn't see no solid performance. You know what I'm saying? That's like I said, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not defending a fool. This man played like ass, I'm going to say he played like ass.
Lakers finished the half on a 20-4 run. LeBron.
Good luck. He runs in the middle of the floor, big man.
Tied at 56 at the break. You go to the third quarter.
You owe me money on
This was a little frightening right here at AD.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Kawhi is strong as hell, bro. Kawhi is strong as hell. Golly. Kawhi damn near take one step and he pushed the crap out of Russell Westbrook yesterday. I mean, Kawhi is stronger than he was when he was playing before he got injured. Jesus.
Oh, man. I can help him, Ronnie. With what? Man up with that icy help.
Boom! I was able to boost my credit score 21 points using Experian Boost.
I boosted my credit score.
Defensive work, we're only laughing with you because AD stinking knocks down a three.
After that fall, AD was trying to play tough, but he couldn't even move. And I've been saying this before this game. Even in Golden State game, I think AD was playing too hard. You know what I'm saying? AD, you know you're softer than cotton tissues. Why you out here playing hard, extra hard, when they need you? For this team to go anywhere, they need AD to be AD. So,
Jack said the Lakers were going to win this game. Yeah, he did.
Went out for a little while, would come back.
They would when they had some shooters.
Saw Leonard hit the three. This part of a 17-0 run after the Lakers had taken the lead.
Tell you what, I'm sticking to my prediction.
LeBron.
Whole Clippers winning it all. Winning it all. Ditto. We got two in the building. I believe it's going to be a championship in LA. We got the Rams last year. We got the Clippers this year.
How about LeBron with the block?
That's up.
And Paul George, and then Lonnie Walker the fourth.
He's a good addition.
Back on top.
Lonnie's a good addition.
At 26 on the night. This is a foul.
yeah, I agree. That should have been a foul right there. Should have been a foul, but they didn't call it.
Oh, somehow Kawhi.
Too strong, man.
And then it's Wall.
Oh, if you want to. I'm surprised some other good teams didn't go after John Wall. Well, there's not a lot of good.
A lot of teams didn't go after John Wall. He's another one who used to play one way. Now, you know, the league, one thing about the league, they will humble you. The league will humble you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what they're going to do to Russ. After this season, I don't see Russ get to another team. If he does, that $47 million that he's making right now, he ain't gonna make it next season. If any team decided to take him. Because I'm telling you right now, Russ, people gonna look at you like you the problem. Just like the league humble Allen Iverson. When they asked Allen Iverson to come from the bench, Allen Iverson said, "I'm AI. I can't come up the bench." Hey, the league gonna humble you. And I believe that's what they're gonna do to AI. I mean, not AI. I believe that's what they're gonna do to Russ. The same thing. They did to AI. Russ, it's your turn. Because I don't see no team taking you with your attitude. You play like shit. You don't want to admit it. You saying you play a solid game? Do you know what a solid game is, Russ? If you made 5 out of 11, I would have said that was a solid game. Russ, you made 0 shots. You took 11, you made 0.
Thought process. I mean, that's just like old times for John Wall and for Kawhi Leonard.
I would have taken a chance because he didn't leave. Because he probably not making any money. Oh my God, Russell was 0 for 11?
Yes, he was. Second worst shooting night without a bucket. He
Damn.
once had an 0 for 13 game, but he was 0 for 11. Did have 5 steals in the game, but the Clippers get out of the gate with a win. The Lakers start the season.
Man. Oh, that's ugly.
And 2.
0 for 11?
0 for 11, yeah.
That's amazing. That ain't no mishap.
What is it about Kawhi Leonard, John Wall, that allow them to do this after layoffs since the spring of 2020?
Well, I think it's
And one was forced by injury, the other was
Forced by the management.
yeah. I think that for Kawhi, his confidence in himself is remarkable because he came out there and played like he played last year, last week, last month. He plays with tremendous confidence. He.
Another thing about Kawhi, you can't really get him riled up. So meaning he'll play with his poise. He always played with a poise. Even when he was just a defensive monster, he always played with a poise. You can never like rush him. Certain guys you can rush him. Like KD, I have seen players rush KD to take a shot. I have seen players, especially in the playoff last season, I seen they rush KD multiple times to take bad shots. With Kawhi, you can't rush Kawhi. He gonna take his time, he gonna go to his spot, and then he gonna hit that shot in your grill.
I think they did a good job. It's going to be interesting how they play him throughout the year. They're just trying to keep him healthy into the playoffs. But man, the Clippers are flat out loaded. Like I just said a couple seconds ago, I would have kicked the tires on John Wall if I was Philly, Brooklyn, trying to think of other contenders. Because I think he's still getting paid by the Rockets. He's making like the minimum.
I don't know about Brooklyn being a contender, but hey, y'all gonna see what. I don't know about Brooklyn. I don't know how well he would have matched with Kyrie and KD. The reason why this team, John Wall, gonna fit well with this team because a lot of players on this team is not as selfish. They want the basketball in their hand all the time. Everybody can run without the ball. Everybody can play off the ball. So when you have a team like that, and you got a John Wall who's very ball dominant, he can be a good fit. For Brooklyn, no. For Philly, absolutely not. Because James Harden needs the ball. He's a ball dominant. And Embiid needs the ball. So it's like you can't have 3 ball dominants in one team. Somebody got to take a lesser role. And besides that, John Wall was not trying to take a lesser role back then. That's one of the issues that they had. John Wall was not trying to take a lesser role. If he was trying to take a lesser role, he would have been on the roster a long time ago.
I would have taken a chance. And the Clippers, I think, is a great signing.
21 minutes and 17 seconds for Kawhi Leonard tonight with his 14 points and 7 rebounds. Trying to see how many minutes. Wall had 24 minutes, had 15 points on 7 out of 15.
To answer your question about Kawhi, he plays at his own pace. He's not really a high jumper. He's not a fast runner. He plays nice and smooth. So, the injuries that he had, he's not putting that much pressure on him when he comes back and play. And, to agree with Chuck, very confident guy, knows what he can do. Always going to get to his spots. You're not going to slow him down. You're not going to stop him. And I think he wants to get another championship.
Meantime, the Lakers shoot.
I mean, Shaq, that's exactly what you play for, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to be playing for championships? I mean, accolades is good. Having an MVP having a regular season MVP, or lead the league in scoring, lead the league in assists. All these are great, but the main goal should always be championship. And this is what I like. Not a lot of players on this generation right now have a Kobe Bryant mentality, because Kobe Bryant mentality was championships. Championship, get to the final, get the job done.
35% in this game.
You were in the zone.
9 for 45 from deep after a 10 for 40 from deep in game 1. Add those up, 19 for 85 from distance. And you heard what LeBron said after game 1. He said this team's not built.
And also, they got body on the free throw line. Like, they got killed on the free throw line. I mean, it was not even pretty at all. They got killed on the free throw line. Like, Zubac had over 12 rebounds. Crazy. You're not going to win giving all this type of rebound to the opposite team. And I believe AD might be injured. I don't know for a fact, but I believe he might be injured. Because that fall, it was a hard fall.
On shooters, we don't have a bunch of lasers out there. What are you going to do with this Lakers team?
I think there are several things. I mean, if it was one thing, it would be fixed. But there's several things. First, obviously, the roster is probably not suited for a championship contender. Meaning, guys who are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those guys are not proven players. They might be good players in 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 2 years from now, but they're not proven from across the board that can get you, as we saw with the Clippers and when I did that.
Before the game, Pat Beverly took the mic and told them that y'all shouldn't be worried. He's going to take them to the playoff. That's what he said. I love Pat Beverly. I love his energy, but it's a lot of things I don't think with this team, I don't think he can overcome. He can't overcome it. I mean, that's me. I just don't see it. I don't think they're gonna get better overnight. Certain teams they play in the Western Conference, I believe they can win. I believe they might win more games. But if I'm trying to put a lot of stock on this team, without AD, this team won't go nowhere without AD. AD should be the main person. AD should be, everything should be running through AD. Offense, defense, everything. And for them to even be a top 4 seed, AD have to play over 60 games. And I don't believe AD gonna play over 60 games. Hell, it was a struggle for him to play over 40 last year.
Halftime, guys who can get you 10 and 15. So it's the roster is first. The second part of it is, I think it's a little bit what we talk about with even Joel Embiid, what Philly has to figure out. They have to say,
ladies, 6 minutes, please.
This is my life.
AD, you've been hurt, but we're going to go through you. The contribution that he made tonight, I don't even know what it was, but Kawhi Leonard had the most poignant interview, the best one I've probably seen him actually do. And when he said, I have to be a star in moments. I'm not trying to be a star all game. He's gonna take over games in moments, in the big moments. He's gonna do it, and I think the Lakers don't allow AD for some reason, or he doesn't allow himself, or whatever it might be. Big moments, the ball doesn't go through.
I think it's because LeBron's still out here trying to get his, and it's gonna create a conflict on them trying to be a championship team. LeBron should, at his age, should be like, you know what, AD, you're the best player. You should be the one taking us to the promised land. I shouldn't be able to. But once you got LeBron out here, stat padding and the first game, and the game was already decided. If you up 20, if Golden State up 20 plus points on you, you done. You done. It's over with. LeBron was still out there stat padding. That's number one. Number two, LeBron was still trying to lead the league in scoring because he want to pass a Kareem. So all this gonna play a default on them even trying to be a contender. Because for them to be where they're supposed to be, everything got to run through AD. The offense and the defense. The first basket in every single game, if you got Anthony Davis on the floor, that should be a basket for him. The first scoring should be AD score. The first scoring for the Lakers every single game, it should be AD put the ball into the basket. Not LeBron jacking up threes, not LeBron trying to drive and dunk and all doing all this silly stuff. If they try to win or trying to be a contender or trying to be in the Western Conference Final, AD should be the guy carrying them. Simple as that. Not LeBron.
Yeah. It always finds itself in Russell's hands or LeBron's hands or someone else. LeBron is the greatest player of our generation that we've seen in this generation. However, at this stage of his career, the ball has to go through Anthony Davis. And they're reluctant to do that at the same time.
If the ball does go through Anthony Davis and he gets double and triple teamed, they're going to need a knockdown shooter. They do not have that.
Or you could cut to the rim and get a layup.
Sure, first of all, both of you guys are right, but to me, I got to challenge LeBron.
To do what?
He's got to come after AD.
I agree with that. And that's why a lot of stuff AD doing when he said, I haven't shoot the ball over 3 months and this and that during the offseason, I said to myself, bro, if AD was playing with Kobe would have get on his helmet. I believe LeBron said, you know what, I got my 4th championship. That's what I wanted from AD. And he just let AD be AD. And a guy like AD shouldn't be, his talent should be wasted. But for me, this season, if AD don't show me, I'm already done with AD. As far as like, many years ago, people was looking at him as a guy that's better than Giannis. They were looking at him as he better than, they even say he was better than Embiid, he was better than Joker. But those guys proven now. This is not 2020 no more. 2020 is gone. For the past 2 seasons, AD been horrible. So unless he can revamp himself, he need a guy like a Kobe. If AD was playing with Kobe, trust me, he would have been on it. Like Paul Gasol was not on it until he started playing with Kobe. Kobe grilled that man in practice. Get on his helmet. You know, cook him. That's why he become tough enough. But I believe LeBron squeezed whatever last juice that was in Anthony Davis. So that's why I think LeBron just like, you know, I got what I needed from you. So now it's about me getting my points, me passing Kareem. Hey, I'm good. That's his attitude. That's his attitude. LeBron don't put it in his head like, hey man, the more championship we got, the better. They can put us in the conversation of the best duo. They can put us in the conversation of the Shaq and Kobe conversation, or Magic and Kareem conversation. So LeBron don't really get it on his grill like Kobe would have. Kobe would have got that man right. And that's why I said a talented guy like AD, he's playing with the wrong guy.
If we're expecting
You need a bubble AD.
yes, we got like, yo man, I am too old to carry this team. You should be the man. Like when the transition from Kareem to Magic. Like LeBron at this stage, he's the greatest.
On top of that too, I don't think AD wanted. Now, Magic wanted it. Kobe wanted it. I'm not sure if AD wanted. AD don't have no leadership trait in him. He's the type of dude that, even when he was in New Orleans, Boogie had to put the motor on his back. So you also have to want it too. And I don't think AD wanted. That's why LeBron said, you know what, he don't want it. Hey, fuck it. I'll take it.
Of this generation, one of the best ever. But at his age, we should not be asking a 38-year-old guy to be the best player on your team. In no sport should a guy that age, especially when you have Anthony Davis. When I said 5 or 6 years ago, I said, Anthony Davis, I think he's going to be the best basketball player in the world. I said that one-on-one.
I did agree with you. I even talked to my couple friends of mine. I said, AD gonna win the MVP. I believe the year that Toronto won the championship. I said AD was gonna win the MVP. But when he came out, he asked for a trade me to the Lakers. That's when I knew this dude. That's when it confirmed to me that he's not no leader. Because a leader will not leave his own team and go team up with another guy to win championship. I'm sorry. I don't see Kobe do it. I don't see a guy like Magic leave his own team to go team up with another. A great player to me, AD, that was his season to win the MVP. Once he came out, he quit on his team, and then he came out and said, hey, trade me to the Lakers. That's when I knew. He ain't no leader. He a follower.
Our shows way back, when he was still in New Orleans. He's not even mentioned anymore. When we talk about, we show 5 guys Southern Night for MVP, and Kenny, you said, well, what about Jason Tatum? And we're like, well, yeah, Jason Tatum should probably be on it. Now, after last night, we're like, I saw Zion went from 70-1 to 15-1. We don't even talk about Anthony Davis like that anymore. At some point, LeBron, it doesn't matter what you do privately. I think sometimes if you're the leader, you have to challenge players on your team. And I would love to see LeBron say, hey man, this.
Like I said, LeBron already got what he wanted out of him. He wanted a championship. He got that. So now LeBron's playing for stats. He's trying to pass Kareem. Once he passed Kareem, his minion gonna come out and say he's the best, he's the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time. Les Shannon, Nick Wright, Colin Hurd, they all gonna, twerk it up for him.
I'm getting ready. I'm past my prime. I'm still gonna play good basketball, but as part of being the man, you have to have that responsibility. That's what goes with it.
Kenny, you talk about running things through AD, and then if he gets doubled, kicking it out, and their inability to knock down shots. Anthony Davis has 0 assists through the first 2 games of this.
That's unacceptable, and it's unacceptable and almost impossible for a guy who's going to touch the basketball that much to not be able to find someone or someone be able to find him and be open to make a basket. that is an impossible stat for a guy who does so many things that he has. And that's what I'm talking about. It has to run through him, or with that roster, if it doesn't run through him, they won't make the playoffs or even smell it.
And let me tell you something.
They run through.
I was just going to touch on that. Last year and this year, what they're putting around LeBron is an embarrassment. Last year, they put all them geezers around him. And what they got out there around him right now, somebody is not doing their job in LA, period.
103-97 is the...
That's not true. I mean, LeBron controlled the roster. LeBron, every move the Lakers made, they wanted to LeBron. They didn't want, like I said before the video started, they didn't want Russ. LeBron wanted him. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron gave the green light to trade all the young dudes they had for AD. So everything you see with the Lakers, when the Lakers won the championship, I think they had a nice roster. I think they should have kept their roster. All they had to do was pay everybody and run it back. They didn't. They let most of the guys go. And then 2 years after that, they trade the whole team just to get one guy. So, hey, it's, like I said in the beginning, it's plenty blame to go around. If you like what you see, man, like, subscribe, share, and, comment. And, peace.